Okay, here's just a shot of the garden as of today. This is 5/28. Everything's in there. We got tomatoes over here on the super sauce. They're doing really great. They got tomatoes on those. I'm not sure. Big Daddy, I think over here's got some tomatoes there. You can see those tomatoes on that. Excellent. All the buds. You can see the myriad of buds that are growing here. Of course, that's why I do what I do. Trim these guys in the winter. I don't feel like there's any tomatoes on these, but certainly has buds ready to roll, rock and roll. And I'm going to take that black hose there and redo the irrigation system. Take these, you can see the lines running through here. I want to move them out, space those, and run them along the concrete. Basically back here, you can see this one here is running here inside. That's how I did it last year, but I want to run it all the way on the outside. I've got it running right now. On the weekends, I've been in the habit of putting that thing on a couple times a day on the weekends. I know we had some rain, but basically letting these little flowers grow here. And here over on the plant side, I got some Johnny Jump Ups are growing. The lupines are actually growing. They kind of died out due to lack of water. Not sure what else is growing in here, but I did plant annuals, and we'll see what comes up. But on the other side, I want to show an interesting phenomenon later on in close-ups of what's going on all through here and somewhat through here in this garden. It's pretty amazing, and I'll let you know how that goes. I'm testing out the audio. I have a new Bluetooth audio connection, so I'm not tethered to the camera. I'm not worried about having the camera go over. Get a little extra bonus. I'm going to show you how I set up my smoker. Do some ribs, and let you know I've got these bricks in here. I put the coals on the sides. Nothing in here. Put the ribs in here. All indirect heat. I use some of these chips here, some of these apple chunks. Smell really good. And I'm going to use this old hickory Kingsford stuff I got just to get rid of it. Everything will be smoking away. And we'll see how that goes. A little extra bonus on this video. Alright, so these coals are, I think, good in the start of it. I don't use very many of them. Nice slow cooking. Hopefully I'm going to do two hours or so. Soak these before I put them on. Alright, here we got some chips on. I'll maybe put some more on there. Kind of lit up. Not really smoking. They're kind of like on fire because they're not really wet. Should have soaked them longer, but I'll put the cover on. It should be okay. Alright, here I got the ribs on. I marinated these lemon juice. I like to do them for about a day or two before, but I started out late today. So, lemon juice, hot sauce, Tabasco, and Worcestershire. Just cover that over and let them go for about 2 hours. Alright, hopefully you can see this. Redoing my irrigation system. I'm going to run this
along this where the concrete is. So I'll put these. This is the tubing you get. These are connectors. This is an L connector. You kind of shove these on there. Put them up in there really good, and then you twist these down on top of it, and they lock onto that plastic. This plastic has memory. It never does straighten out. It's a shame, but and I'll just run that one up through there. I got, I'll put another piping up through there. This is a terminator. I just put that on there, and it ends. And then I'll put the drips actuators at each plant and run some through here, like I had. See how that goes. Okay, you guys are making a racket over here. You can't hear yourself think. Got the system bare bones in. Hope you can hear me with all that crap going on over there. Everything's plugged in. I got the water on, and no leaks. Good thing. I'll try to tighten that up. Get this all underneath here, so it's out of the way, and then I'll attempt to put the little drip actuators on this line and feeding all the plants like I had before. There you go. Alright, here's the little detail of the actuators, the drip actuators. They go in. The red is the inside. We plug these into this tube here. This little punch here will put a hole in there. And you can rig these any number of ways. This is a terminating. In other words, it drips, and that's all it does. These are inline actuators. They're kind of nice because they'll drip, and you can extend the line, and you put a terminator on there when you're done with it. So these all run for the peppers, and it's kind of a kludge. I use various pieces. These are just connectors you can connect up with. There's a stop if you make a hole and you want to move something around. You put the stop in there. But yeah, so we'll just put all these up along where the tomatoes are. Hide that hose up under the concrete, and we'll be good to go. I'll show you the bonus little extras a little bit later on. Okay, here's the bonus track. Got my ribs all smoked up. About ready to put a little sweet baby raise on that. Another half hour. Take these over to my girlfriend's house and eat these babies up. How about that? Good. Alright, hopefully you can see this. I'm going to try to show these peppers are all watered from the other side. I'm going to stick this pipe down in here. These peppers are all watered with these lines that come from that other side of there. I'm going to trim that down. Looks like that's a little long. I don't need it that long. I just want to have this piping under here. Kind of keep it tamed and stuff. I'm going to show how to put a hole in this one here so that it drips onto this plant that I have. So I'll put it right about here, right even with the stem is going into the ground. Put a hole in it. All right, and you put the actuator in there, and it's somewhat self-sealing. Sometimes easier than others, and run that up all the way. To the end, and then run a little extension up through the my flower plant up there. Little flower plant. These are super sauces. This one doesn't have any tomatoes on them, but this one does. It's doing good. A little smaller than the other one. It had a little vine growing on it. Took that off. Oh well. But I'll show you the bonus. The bonus from last year's crop of weeds that are growing in my garden. And you'll be surprised at what they really are. Okay. Yeah, we're recording. So this is the extra special installment. When I'm out here weeding, I'm looking at the weeds, and lo and behold, God's abundance. Actually, a lot of my weeds are tomato plants. Look at all this. Over here, more tomatoes. Tomato there. Some over there. All in through there, all those little things are tomatoes. How about that, huh? For some reason it shut off, but there's, oh, look at that, tomato. Tomatoes all up and through there. So God bless the garden. It's got tomato weeds. Amen. And voila. Ribs. How about that? Look good. I hope they're done. We'll find out.